Look who it is today. Look at all these wonderful folks showing up just to watch little old me. How we doing? Yippee skippy. What a beautiful day. Dun 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 do do do. Boom 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 do do do. It's a beautiful day. Do 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 do. Don't let it slip away. You have a nice smile, Paul. Thank you. I've been working on it for 44 years. What's up, Cut? What's up, Kid Cuddy? What's up, Bree? Bree shows up just in time to time out a skibbity, bro. I love my mods, man. They're the best. My wrenches are the best, bro. Bree's like, what's up? Already shooting. Already got the double 6 guns out. Oh man. Am I getting a pimple? Yep, right there. That's gonna try and be a pimple right there. I can feel it. How goes it in the land of opportunity? You know, ups and downs, strikes and gutters, all of that. Pretty fucking hot already, and it's only 8:30. That's not cool. Which generation has the best slang? The 20s. The 20s, dude. Look at the stems on that day. Man, it's so fucking sweaty hot out here. Fuck. I just wish it would fucking give me one day where it's like 90. That's it. Just one day. One day is all I want. One day. Yes, we deal with wildfire smoke all the time. It's terrible. It's awful. It's unbelievably bad all the time. Get out of here, fly. Don't make me whip out the biscuit. How many years did it take to grow your hair? From 0 to this, it was over a year. Like, well, not to this length, but like from 0 to grown out all the way around. Because like one of the things people don't realize is, right, hair is coming out of your head at all different spots, right? And so you're gonna grow out your hair long. If you're gonna grow it out, it's gonna get long in the back before it gets long in the front. For it to like unify and your bangs to get as long as everything, that's over a year, bro. I bet it's 95 today. I bet it's 95 right now. If it's fucking 10 degrees, it's 95. That's true. If you get your hair trimmed, it gets longer quicker because your hair has a terminal length and it'll break at a certain length and all of that. I don't know much about hair though. I just have it. Don't let it slip away. Beautiful day. You think Kamala has a chance? Sure, she's got a chance. I think the argument now is like, how much of a chance does she have? I think she's got a small chance. Seems like a lot of people think she's got a big chance. We'll see. Thinking of doing a wake and bake to this stream right now. Well, let me help you with that decision. You know, like, this is kind of like unprecedented in my lifetime, and really only closely precedented in the 60s, in the late 60s, 68. You know, LBJ released his delegates and endorsed Hubert Humphrey, his vice, and Hubert Humphrey lost. Okay, so dancing granny. Oh, that woman. I've seen many people, mostly on X, which is a waste of time anyway. They seem decided and hopeful. The DNC, it's like watching a teen in their first relationship. Yeah, I mean, like, look, dude, if you're a real partisan, you're a real fucking Democratic person, feigning excitement or carrying what little excitement there is beyond its reasonable point is the right thing to be doing. You are trying to manufacture a sense of wonder and a sense of purpose and a sense of determination and a sense of like a mandate around Kamala. Like that right now, if you're a Democratic strategist, that is what you're hoping people do. You're hoping that they see the historicity of Kamala being the first black woman president, and they're hoping that that speaks to you. They're hoping that Kamala's youth in comparison to Donald Trump speaks volumes. All of that is what they're hoping. Whether or not that kind of mentality takes hold beyond the first couple of days of COPE is yet to be seen, right? We'll see what happens. Like I said, I do think Kamala has a chance, has maybe a slightly better chance than Biden. I don't know, though. She's generic well, she's not generic Democrat, though. That's the thing. Generic Democrat is an unknown, is a piece of new blood. She's not generic because we know her brand. We know Kamala's brand. So she's not generic Democrat, so don't lean on those polls. You want to look at how Kamala Harris is going to do or could possibly do, the only polls you can really look at are these kind of like hypothetical polls that they ran. And if you look at Kamala Harris' performance in swing states, it's abysmal. She actually loses harder than Joe in Michigan and Pennsylvania. Those are two super duper important swing states this time around. She's dropping the strap to Trump in Arizona, according to those polls. So yeah, I don't know where all the excitement's coming from, but I was talking with Amelia last night, and I stick with it, that like she's gonna have to be seen to be doing something between now and the presidency, because she's done fuck all. She's given a couple of really weird, unpopular speeches about immigration and stuff, and some really weird and unpopular speeches in general about the past, unburdened by what can be, or whatever the fuck. So yeah, her speeches, she doesn't have like a stack of legislative achievements to point at. She doesn't have a stack of like, here's the initiatives that I've headed up as vice president. Nothing. She's got nothing. She did nothing but carry water for Joe Biden, gaslight the country and lie to them and tell them that Joe was sharp as a tack. Joe was just as fucking smart as he ever was. Joe was really a dynamo behind the scenes, you know what I mean? So that's what she's known for, gaslighting the American people about an octogenarian old man who's smart as a whip, and doing absolutely nothing with her vice presidency other than being led around by a leash, carrying water for Joe Biden. So she has no legislative achievement to point at. She's got no, good speeches to point at. She's weird. She's unlikable. She dropped out before the primary in 2020 because not a single human being on earth was going to bother voting for her, and she saw the writing on the wall. All of this stuff is still true. All of that stuff is still 100% true. So, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't heard anybody address how those things have disappeared now. I don't know if it took the wind out of Trump's assassination sails or not, bro. I don't know, I guess that remains to be seen. Hitler with a pussy. That sounds like an interesting, like, punk band or something. It's going to ensure the donor class get their money, ensure poor people remain poor and criminalized, and ensure the military-industrial complex chugs forward. But she's a woman. Yes, queen. Yeah, I don't know where the outpouring of confidence has come. This outpouring of confidence in a candidate that, like, 2 or 3 weeks ago we all agreed, like, it was pointless to even put her forward. She loses to Trump. But now, I mean, the one thing I'm really not... Can I tell you guys something I'm not looking forward to, dude? I'm not looking forward to Tuesday's show. Okay? Because I do not want to have a fucking argument with TJ. I don't like arguing with TJ and getting real mad at him, but, like, I don't know if he's just, like, trolling on his Twitter, but this, like, tweeting about, like, if you would have asked me yesterday if Kamala could win, I would have said absolutely not. She's probably got a worse chance than Biden. But now that she's stepped up, I just have a feeling she's gonna win. And I'm just like, huh? You said what, though? So I don't know if he's just, like, trolling on Twitter to try and get the reactions, or if that's actually what he's running with at this point. I don't know if maybe he's just tired of the analysis and he wants to just join the FUBA. Like, that's what it sounds like to me. Like, I'm tired of analyzing what this might mean, and I'm tired of trying to think about what this might mean. I'm just going to join a FUBA team. I'm just going to root for Mamala. Go, go, go. Like, that's what it seems like. And if that's what he's doing, it's fine. Like, it's his choice to do that, but I just don't understand it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that to me doesn't make sense given the long ass fucking talks we've had over the course of the last 6 months. For TJ to just all of a sudden go like, oh yeah, rah, 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 sis, boom, bah. It's like, okay. If you ever wonder how far you can stretch your ball sack before it rips open and they fall out? Thank you for that question. Thank you. That's a beautiful picture that you've implanted in my mind. Now get your fucking ass band. Get your fucking ass band out of here. And never ever come back, bro. Don't bring an alt, bro. You're banned from my entire fucking existence for that, bro. I kind of agree with TJ on this one. Cool. Have fun. That's what I want to, like, ask TJ. Is this just about having fun? Are you just having fun with it? Did you decide, like, there ain't no point in fucking worrying about it anymore, and I'm tired of analyzing it. I'm tired of, like, pointing out to people that the momentum is with Trump, so I'm just going to do the FUBA thing, and I'm going to go rah, rah, rah. Because if he says, yeah, that's what I'm doing, I'm going to be like, all right, cool. I won't. I won't be fighting about that. But if he's actually going to try and make something like a cogent argument that Kamala has some great chance of beating Trump, it's going to have to come with a lot of fucking good analysis. He said in Abandoned Hope that he came to this conclusion based off nothing. There you go, then. So to me, that says, like, TJ's just having fun with it. And if that's the case, like, I'm not going to piss in his cornflakes. Lord, I was born a rambling man, living and a loving and I'm doing the best I can. I will tell you this, after this election, I'm going to be taking a long-ass break from politics talk. I can already feel that impetus to not talk politics anymore, and we've got like months left. The way these like electoral cycles get all hot fucking months before they happen, I can't hang. So as soon as this is done, political analysis Paul is gone. You'll never see him. You won't see him for at least another fucking couple years, because I'm done, dude. I hate this. I hate this shit. I'm sick of it. I did say that in 2020, and it was true. I wasn't Mr. Politics Brain for the first couple years of 2020. I think that's cap, but I wish it for you. Yeah, you're probably right. Oh, you're glazing me? Oh, thanks. I appreciate the glaze. Want to smoke weed and fill our bellies with diet soda and play Burnout Revenge for the PS2? Yes. Yes. You could be done now. I could. You're right. I could. I could just go like, well, that's it. That's my analysis. Take what I've said with a grain of salt. Moving forward, I don't give a fuck. I could. You're right, Brianna. That's empowering. I'm not gonna, though. I'm not gonna. Are these Ray-Bans? No. I don't know what these are. These are, oh. Well, that's fancy. They're Calvin Klein. Calvin Klein glasses? Are you out of your mind? There you go. You got a fave artist, sir? Music. Music-wise, it's tough for me, bro. I mean, I'm a child of the 90s, so I want to say Kurt Cobain, but I know that that's the one that everybody expects a child of the 90s to say, but there's some truth to it, right? Like, he was like the John Lennon of my generation. When he died, it destroyed a bunch of kids. It put us on a different track. So I gotta say that, man. I know people kind of expect you to say Kurt Cobain or whatever when you're my age, but it's just the truth, man. The guy was unique and interesting, and his poetry was beautiful, and his music was hard to listen to sometimes, but beautiful at the same time. His voice was singular and unique. I've never heard somebody impersonate Kurt Cobain. Like, think about that. Like, how many Kurt Cobain, like, you would think that by now, years, and all these 30 plus years after he died, there would be these, like, fake Nirvana bands, like, I'm sure there are, but dude, You don't hear people fucking imitating Kurt, trying to. I don't know. Lane Staley, yeah, I feel bad because I had a friend. I had a friend that was really into Lane Staley. Like he definitely like Alice in Chains. Lane Staley was his, central musical thing. And when Lane Staley died of an overdose, I was working with the guy at the time. He came in. He was all downhearted. He was like, "Man, Lane died, bro." And I was like, "Oof. I guess now he really is the man in the box." It was a low blow. Okay, it was a low blow. It's a regret, okay? You forgot Puddle of Mud. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Pretty fucked, right? Buried in my shit. Won't you come and save me? Yeah, 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 in my eyes. Can you sew them shut? Jesus Christ, deny your maker. It's a good song. Wow, 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 wow. Soundgarden, yeah. That's another one that, like a lot of people, it was rough on them. When, oh God, what was his name? It's not Scott Weiland, brain. Quit saying Scott Weiland. Scott Weiland is alive. What was his name? The lead singer of fucking... God damn it. You like Slipknot? Yes. Chris Cornell, thank you. Chris Cornell dying. He was another one that you don't hear anybody impersonate Chris Cornell, right? It's like a really singular voice, immediately recognizable when he was on a track. I heard a little Cypress Hill vibe. Oh, I love Cypress Hill. Break it up, Cypress Hill. Break it up, Cypress. Break it up, Cypress Hill. Cypress Hill. Yeah, you can't. It's just, you can't imitate it. Follow me into the desert, as thirsty as you are. The guy could sing that full voice. I'm all up in the top end of my fucking falsetto range to hit the notes that dude would hit full voice. That's the, follow me into the desert, as thirsty as you are. Crack us, you know what I mean? Like, bro would hit that full voice. Whoa, whoa. There she goes, out in the sunshine. The sun is mine. The sun is mine. I shot my love today. Oh, won't you cry for me? I lost my head again. Oh, would you lie for me? God, that song is good. I need to listen to that song. I've talked to Lane's mom. She's very nice. That's cool. That's really neat that you met Lane's mom. Yeah, I feel bad for making fun of my friend that was devastated when Lane died. But I was very jaded after Kurt died, you know what I mean? You live through that, and it's just like, man, fuck you and your tragedy. Mud Honey. Oh, boy, dude, Mud Honey. They were pretty sick, though. I'm not going to lie. They just never caught on. Queens of the Stone Age, sure. Is that shirt still being sold? I don't think so. It probably will be in the future. But right now, I don't think it's for sale. Maybe I'm wrong about that. It might still be for sale. Would you cry for me? The Hanson brothers. Nah, no Hanson. No Hanson. What about, oh, what band was it that did Death to the sound that leads from your voice. Take a deep breath and pray for a second one. Have another cigarette. Which band is that? And live till you die. I'm unafraid, I'm not afraid. I'm unafraid, I'm not afraid. I'm different from the rest somehow. Fuck, what band was that? Have another cigarette and live till you die. I'm not afraid. That was a good band. I have trouble with band names sometimes. Just names in general, as I've gotten older, have gotten harder for me to sum it up. I've definitely noticed that. The deeper I have to dig for somebody's name, the less likely it is I'm gonna find it. She said that love was for fools that fall behind, and I'm somewhere between. Never really know until I found my savior, and I break at the bend. But here and now, will we ever be again? Why does Paul refuse to talk to Jeff Holiday? Because he's a fucking backbiting weasel, that's why. He's a dude that, like, talks turd talk out of at people behind their backs. He's got a different take on everybody depending on whose show he's on. That's why. It'd be a waste of my fucking time. I'm calling this sort of last ditch, close to the end political situation. Bayonet politics. Your thoughts? Okay. Good luck with that. Maybe that'll catch on. Yeah, I don't fucking know. What's the Jeff Holiday drama? You got me. Somebody just, like, summoned a name from 10 years ago. I don't think I could pick Jeff Holiday out of a lineup. I got to pet his dog. Jeff Holiday's dog? Cool. Good for you. Is he a good boy? Is he a good dog? Dude, it's odd when you've done this job for a long time, Andrew, and people will bring up shit from fucking like 8 years ago like it just happened. And it's like, you gotta like dig and think and like, who, what, when? Oh, you delivered Za to him? Damn. Do you listen to Tupac? Not a lot. I do, but not as much as one might expect, me being a West Coast boy. Tupac is great, but just not my like preferred rap vibe, I guess. Boogie as the 4th DFF member? Never. Pretty dumb question. Pretty dumb. In general. Do you like Immortal Technique? I do. Immortal Technique is honestly so cringe. Really? I mean, like I said, he ain't my favorite rapper, but I do like his stuff. I think he's a talented rapper. Like Immortal Technique, and I like, oh God, what's that fucking shit? I'm not gonna be, see, dude, summoning fucking band names, people's names. Paul gives off Wu-Tang vibes. I do like Wu-Tang a lot. Wu-Tang is actually, well, it's not super new, but I'd say like within the last 20 years of my life, I've gotten into Wu-Tang. Paul, I'm eating doctor-prescribed Wendy's. Yeah, Jedi mind tricks, yes. I love that that song called Uncommon Valor by Jedi Mind Tricks. That's a badass song, bro. I didn't come here to kill women or any children. For every enemy, I killed like 56 civilians. Yeah, R.A. the Rugged Man is great as well. I'm surprised you're not into Kendrick as a fellow West Coaster. Bro, can I tell you a little something about Kendrick, okay? People always give me shit about Kendrick. Do you like Kendrick? Do you like Kendrick? I don't like the baby voice shit that he does. And I can't even point my finger at him too hard because I like it when Cardi does it. Like, I like it when Cardi's up in his upper register going, I'm off a bean for real. I'm off a lean for real. Like, I don't know. I like that. It's a vibe. But when Kendrick is like, you know, my left stroke put a baby in a spiral. Like that, I just can't, like, get with that. I don't like his flow, bro. Like, I don't like his flow. I'm sorry. It's not my thing. Like, the way that he raps up in this register. And it's probably a minor. Like, I can't, dude. That's not hype to me, but I just don't like it. It's not my vibe, okay? Understandable. His voice took me a while to get used to. It's a pretty common complaint for people that aren't into Kendrick. I think it's a fair take. Thanks. It's just not my thing. Trying to get into Post Malone. I love Posty. If I were you, start with Stoney, man. That album is so good. Stoney and then Beer Bongs and Bentleys are both really amazing albums. I'm not as big of a fan as of his more like contemporary ones, but those first two were just. Do you like avant-garde rap like Rock Marciano, I haven't heard. Get face tats and a grill. Okay. I'm on it, Chief. I'm just gonna get like my whole forehead tatted up. Because like, dude, I got a movie theater of a forehead. Dude, bro, tell me I couldn't do some crazy face tats with that forehead. You could project a whole ass Pixar film on this right here. You know what I mean? Like, that's a lot of real estate for tattooing. I have one tat, and I am in the process of getting my arms and hands tatted out. A second pair of eyes. Yeah, I could just get my eyes tattooed up here. Maybe even twice, honestly. I could have like 3 pairs of eyes. That would be kind of cool. No face tats for me. Dude, my mother's voice will be in my head forever if I get a face tat, bro. It would kill my poor mama. If I showed up with face tats all over my face, she would die. A third eye, yeah. I've got a big Scottish fucking Irish head, bro. It's huge. It's like a big watermelon of a head. Could I could get tats like up to the edge of the beard. That would be kind of cool. Like if I ever did do that, I think I'd do something over here. Like down the side of your face a little bit. I think that would be kind of cool. I think you could get some stuff that would look neat there, but get teardrops to represent hard blue collar sweat. Yeah, there you go. There you go. I could get with that. I could make that a reality. Tattoo my sweat. Oh yeah, just a big, beautiful, realistic dinosaur on my back. That would be the shit. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Dirty D? From the salty sea. Want to come say hello? Come say hello to everyone. They want to say you. They want to say hello to you. Because you're such a good boy. You're such a handsome gent. They can't help but want to see you. Yeah. Oh, that's a big yawn. Oh, are you too warm out here, buddy? You want to go inside? Okay. That's a yes. You want to go inside. Okay. Wow. Dirty, dusty D. I know. Those human eyes. I know, bro. I know. Trust me, he'll hit you with them from across the room and you'll feel it in your gut. You'll be like, what is that? And then you'll turn and he'll be there like, you're like, all right. Everyone asks you about rappers, but who are some of your favorite producers? You said you like G-Funk, so I'm guessing Dre is one, but any others? Yeah, I like G-Funk producers, so I like Warren G and Dre. I think that they are incredibly good producers. I think Snoop has stepped into a role producing a little bit, and he's pretty good. Timbaland, I mean, you can't argue with Timbaland, right? In terms of like making bangers. Like Timbaland beats live rent-free in my head. It's usually as soon as I hear them, I'm trying to reproduce them in my head. Kanye is a great producer, yeah, for sure. I love his kind of like aesthetic, the Kanye aesthetic. Man, that's a big ass scrub, Jay. That's the cock of the walk right there, man. That's the fucking daddy of them all. You're the boss, ain't you, bud? Yeah, I can tell you're huge. Man, you're a big boy. Big baby. No, I don't remember when John Cena made listenable rap music. That never happened, and that era never existed. Okay. How do you know when you've met the one? I don't know if I believe in the one. Okay. Like I can tell you this: it's not like it is in movies. You know, when you're in love, you'll know it. It'll likely be not the last time that you're in love. So know that. Dude, this blue jay is defending his property. He's flying back and forth between these trees, chasing other birds off, man. He's being a bully. He's a bully of a scrub jay. But he's beautiful, though. Beautiful blue. Beautiful light gray blue. Show up to the White House with TJ and fight Biden. Okay. I do respect his authority. Okay? I have mad respect for his authority. Okay? Yep. That is the sign of love. If somebody can destroy you. Oh boy. Uh-oh. You guys aren't fans of each other, I'm guessing. Or maybe you are. Are you bros? It's 2 scrub jays now. 2 of them. Giving each other the business. The first cut is the deepest, baby, I know. And you can try and have yourself, but you won't. You can try to love again, but you won't. I was waiting for you to stream on Friday about the CrowdStrike incident. We did. Oh, you mean me personally? Yeah, no. Friday's a busy day for me, so yeah, I was live on Deep Fat Fried where I make my money. What does your description mean? Is it racist? What does the description say? It shouldn't be racist. What does it say? The description is a line. What does it say? I set this channel up like 6 years ago. I don't know what I put in the description. It's from a rap. I think he means your title. I hate to trip, but I gotta low. In my mind, I see myself in the pistol smoke. Fool. Better watch how you walking or who you talking, or you and your homies could be lying in chalk. I ain't never killed a punk that didn't deserve it. Me get treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. It's just promo links in the title. Got it. Yep. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I take a look at my life and realize there's nothing left. Cause I've been laughing and blasting so long that even my mama thinks that my mind is gone. And I ain't never killed a man that didn't deserve it. Me get treated like a punk, you know that's unheard of. You better watch how you walking and how you talking, or you and your homies could be lying in chalk. Been spending most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. Most our lives living in a gangster's paradise. Power and the money, money and the power, minute after minute, hour after hour. Wanna be a baller, shot caller, 20-inch rims on the Impala. Fool. That fell off. That's something that gangsters used to say all the time was fool. Man, why you being such a fool? No, they don't say that shit no more. Only the old heads say that shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Start the day with a blue dream, man. That's what I'm talking about. I wish I listened to more hip hop growing up, but luckily I heard lots of Ghetto Boys since the Ghetto Boys are great, man. You were lucky to grow up near the Ghetto Boys. Dude, I love that real super duper early Dirty South shit. Juvenile. You know that song, Huh? You ever heard Huh? Dude, the beat for that song is crazy. You should put on Huh. Boom, 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 boom. That's you with that badass Benz, huh? The way he rides the flow all lazy. He's like a quarter step behind the beat. It just makes it sound all draggy. It's so fucking good, man. That sound was like fresh as fuck when it came out. Boom, whap, 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 whap. Dude, that beat is just fucking fire. No, baby G's, you got your Glock on fire, remaining a G until the moment you expire. You know what it is, to make something out of nothing. You handle your biz, you're always crying and you're suffering. Boom, 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 boom. So dope. Dude, I love that G-Funk gangster flute, man. I love that shit, bro. I can't get enough of that. I wish rappers would start using gangster flutes more. They kind of are now. Here and there, you'll hear it. My mom grew up with all the rap with Tupac, NWA, Coolio, etc., and she put me onto it from a young age. That's cool. Your mom did you a favor there. That's cool. You got the good stuff. I grew up with that same shit. I'll be right back. Oh, okay. Whew. Oh. That first, like, genuine stretch of the morning is kind of like painful in a good way, you know what I mean? It's like all that like stiffness, and your spine kind of like settles when you're sleeping in a certain way, and then like you stretch it and it like limbers it all up, stretches it all out, decompresses it a little, and then like that first one feels so good. Okay. Where can I buy that shirt? Go to Deep Fat Fried and click on our merch link in the description of our videos there. If it's still for sale, it'll be there. Your t-shirt looks like you, it is. Well, I'll show you. Okay, so you see it's 3 dudes, each one eating the other, okay? TJ, my co-host, is on top there. I'm the blue beast in the middle, okay? And then Scotty, our third co-host, is the little cheese puff. Okay? So there you go. Yeah, we did do a tie-dye one for a while. It's a badass shirt, let's be real. Yeah, I'm scooter colored from Doug, yeah. You ever tried hangs for spinal compression? Basically just pull-ups. I don't have a bar that I can hang, but I would hella try it. I think that like when I get moved and everything, I might get a couple little pieces of gym equipment. I want to get an elliptical so that I can do cardio, and I want to do a inversion table so I can do ankle hangs, because that has helped me in the past. But I could probably get myself like a little, just a chin-up bar or something, you know. I don't think I could do any, but just hanging, yeah, might be nice, right? For decompression and shit. Could swole like Schwarzenegger. I don't know about that, bro. I don't think I want to be swole. I know my wife doesn't want me swole. She doesn't like swole. But I really, myself, have no aspirations of being swole. I would just like to live another 20 years without having a heart attack. That's my goal. Got a treadmill for free. A lot of people just give away their old workout equipment that they don't use. True. Yeah, that is true. I love those bars. They're perfect for cracking your back and stress. I need to get one then, because yeah, I'll have to get one that's just a little, like maybe a 7-footer or an 8-footer or something, so I can jump up and just do a full hang. Get myself some like grip gloves and stuff too, so you know what I mean, I'm not like stressing out my hands, but it'd be good strength training for my hands too. Have you seen those? I've had an inversion table before. Yeah, that's what I want to get. I know how to use them. I know how to flip all the way upside down. You just have to have one that's the right size. Like, I have to get a large one that's rated for more weight and that's rated for a taller person. Because, you know, an average one, it would probably bang my head into the ground when I tried to lean back and go up. But I had a really, really good inversion table. Well, I didn't have it. My stepmother had it. And I would use it all the time. And I could flip all the way upside down Batman style and just hang there. It felt great. So I want to get another one of those for sure. Yeah, losing weight is helping me as well. Like, as I drop weight, which I'm doing at a pretty healthy clip, 56 or 57 pounds down now from my start, which is cool. Yeah, as I lose weight, my flexibility gets better. I'm able to do more cardio and more like calisthenic stuff. So just like right now, when I got up and did my stretches, I did 15 full squats. And when I started doing these stretches 6 or 8 months ago, I could only do one, maybe two, before I was like, okay, that's it. Do you think chiropractors are legit? Nah, probably not. But do I think that, like, they can help temporarily relieve pain and, like, help with spinal flexibility and shit? Sure. But are they healing people? Is it, like, medically the best thing for somebody with a bad back? I'm not sure about that. Not for your back. Do you think you would have been 6'2" or 6'3"? Maybe. I don't know. Probably not, though. I feel like, you know, I can still stand up pretty straight. I've got a curvature in my thoracic spine. So that's going to take an inch or two, probably. But, yeah, maybe I'd be 6'2". If my back wasn't a fucking nightmare. What do you think about black people still having the slave names of their ancestors' slave masters? Well, a name is something that's very, like, important to some people, and to other people it's very unimportant, right? So, like, for example, I'm one of 2 scions of my family name. That means that my branch of my family tree dies with me if I don't reproduce. And there's only one other cousin that I have that's, you know, also carries the last name and could pass it forward to a generation of children. So, and it's not looking like he's going to do it either. So, you know what I mean? To a lot of people, that would be important. To me, I don't give a shit. Like, I feel no, like, duty to my family name or anything. So, did they kick you so hard you can't have kids? That may have happened, yes. So when I tried to have children with my first wife, we tried for a year. Nothing happened, you know. We went and got both of, you know, we went to the doctor. The doctor recommended that I get tested first because, and this was something I didn't know, like, some absurd amount of the time, some like 80+% of the time, if there's fertility issues, it's the man's issue and not the woman's issue. So long as the woman isn't displaying obvious problems like not having a period, right? The woman is having a regular period and the guy, they're having sex. The chances of it being the woman that is having the problem are pretty slim in comparison to the guy. I would have thought before I went through all the testing and the shit that it would have been the other way around. But during the testing, they found that I have malformed sperm and a catastrophically low sperm count. I went to 2 different fertility specialists, and they both said that it was likely due to trauma to my testicles when they were developing. And then, like, as soon as they said that, my brain flashed back to being on the playground, slipping on the fucking we used to have this like thing made out of metal pipes. It was like a dome that you could climb on top of or into, and underneath you could hang on it. I was standing on top of that. The bell rang. I went to jump off of it and my foot slipped and I went, boom. You know what I mean? Just straddled it from standing to straddle. Ah! That happened to me. I had little sisters that would kick me because they found out that like it was basically a shutdown button for me. And so my little sisters, when my parents weren't looking, would kick me in the fucking nuts, would walk up and knee me in the nuts. You know what I mean? And so that happened at least 10 or 15 times when I was little, and it could have been any of those or all of those. Or something I don't remember. But yeah, they said it's like damage to your testicles when they're developing, and then they don't develop properly, so they don't make proper sperm or anywhere near the proper amount of sperm. And so, you know, I just can't have children. Both of the fertility people that I went to said that it would be pretty much a miracle if I were to conceive naturally. It would be unheard of. You know, I'm pretty much infertile through and through. I mean, it would be like I said, one of them said it would be like winning the lottery twice on the same day that you got struck by lightning. So he wanted to give me because I asked him, I said, so, you know, like there are some healthy, viable sperm there. So if we keep trying, eventually, right, it'll happen. No. You could keep trying 1,000,000 times for the rest of your life, and it will never happen. What are we talking about? Fertility. Did you try praying? No, I did not. I'm fine with my sisters, okay? I don't blame them. And there's nothing conclusive. Now we're talking about my balls, man. Come on, buddy. I never wanted kids anyway. I did. I had this whole trajectory of my life where I was supposed to be a dad. Everybody, you know, I was one of those people, like, especially as I got older, people would be like, you'd be a great dad. You should be a dad. When are you going to be a dad? And I took that to heart. I thought, you know, maybe I would be a good dad. Maybe it would be a good thing for me to do this. And so I really, like, put my heart and soul into that. I was like, you know, I'm going to keep working this job that I hate, but I'm going to have kids, and that's going to be what drives my life, right? That was at least what I thought in my head. And when that didn't happen, it kind of put you into, you know, put the relationship into a tailspin that it never recovered from, you know, and changed my whole fucking life trajectory and shit. What's the oldest meme ever? Probably some of the graffiti and shit that you find inside of like the pyramids. So this blew my mind. If you go into Khufu's pyramid, the Great Pyramid at Giza, Khufu's tomb, there are inscriptions on the inside of some of the blocks made by the work gangs that worked there. People that worked shifts would name their gangs, and they would put graffiti. They would scratch graffiti in the form of hieroglyphic and hieratic inside of the tomb in places where it was hard to find, like where it wouldn't be seen. And so there was like one called the Friends of Khufu, and like the Dark Builders and Nighttime Builders and stuff like that. So those were probably like some of the first memes, right? Yeah, the first guy to draw a dick on the cave wall was the first memer, yeah. They have Why You Know in the temples. Yeah, they have Can I Has Cheeseburger in the temple. Were the pyramid workers unionized? No, but they weren't slaves. You know, there's a huge misconception about Egypt that it used massive amounts of slave labor, but that's just not borne out in the historical record. pharaohs who needed these monuments built would put calls out for contract labor. And people who would farm during certain seasons, who had nothing to make money with during the off season when their farms were fallow, would go and sell their labor to the pharaoh and join a work gang, and they would help build the pyramid. You would be one of 10,000 hands working on this giant monument, right? And when your contract came done, when you provided the amount of labor that you agreed to, you could sign up and keep working, or you could leave and go back to your family and do your farming. So it was actually a way more like human and viable labor market than people give it credit for. It wasn't slave labor. It wasn't at the barrel of a gun. It was fair pay for fair wages for fair labor. Yeah, the slave narrative comes from the Bible, yes. Well, that was the thing, is like if you were a talented stonemason, you could contract out your labor way higher. If you were well known as a guy who knows how to quarry stone, you were well known as a guy who knew how to lead a press gang, you were well known as a guy who knew how to fashion ropes, right? The strong type of ropes they would need to move these big things around, right? Any of those things that you got good at due to the fact that you'd done this 3 or 4 times made your labor a premium. From my understanding, the Israelites were never in Egypt. That is my understanding too. Well, maybe not never in Egypt, but never in a huge group, and certainly never enslaved in Egypt for 100 years or whatever the fucking Bible says. That never happened. Were there people that were Semitic in Egypt that traveled there or that lived in remote regions in Egypt? Sure, that's plausible. Were there people that was there a group of Jews living in Israel under, a megalomaniacal pharaoh who was enslaving them? No, that never happened. That's a fairy tale. Yeah, the first dick graffiti, there you go. On a Greek island, you said? 5th and 6th century BC. There's got to be more than that, though. There's got to be something before that, like cave paintings. There are cave paintings that are like 20,000, 30,000 years old. There's got to be a meme on one of them caves, man. A wee-wee, okay? Somebody drew a wee-wee on something that shouldn't have had a wee-wee. Maybe we haven't found it yet. Maybe that meme just is still buried in a cave we haven't explored, But we'll find it, I believe. I think we were meme lords from the very beginning. Like, as soon as we were humans, I think we were memeing. And I think the proof of that is going to be some old cave painting of a big dick and balls. Okay? We draw penises on everything. Yeah, we like to draw a penis. And I don't think that started with us, like this generation of people. I think we've always loved drawing pee-pee. The oldest cave paintings are in France. Yeah, there's a documentary called Cave of Forgotten Dreams by Werner Herzog that's really, 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 really good. Werner Herzog, known, I think, to cinephiles much more for his works like Nosferatu and Fitzcarraldo. He worked a lot with Klaus Kinski, but he also made quite a few little documentary films, and one of them he made was called Cave of Forgotten Dreams. And it is about a cave that they discovered after a landslide happened in France that uncovered a previously sealed cave entrance that had these perfectly preserved cave paintings in them. They're just absolutely beautiful and completely and utterly flipped what we thought about artistic expression 20,000 years ago, right? And in that cave, we found our best evidence of like prehistoric religion. So it kind of backed up the theory that prehistoric man were largely, or at least a lot of them were what we would call animist. that means that they believe that they existed on a continuum with animals, and that animals and humans could shift into one another. Like that there were ways that you could become a bear, or that a part of that bear lives inside of you, right? This is animism, right? And you see super, super clear evidence of animism in that cave, in that documentary. I can't remember the name of the cave, but in France. You see super duper duper obvious examples. Like, for example, you'll see a horse, and it has, you know, the different like layers, and like there's different pictures of a horse, and as it goes down, it becomes a human, right? So a human becoming a horse, a human running with a horse, a bear, a lion, right? All of these things just beautifully depicted in this cave, and depicted in such a way that, like, experts think it's the first example of like proto animation, because caves were lit by torchlight. And if you look at the cave under those lighting conditions, the walls seem to move, the horses seem to move on the wall. You run the torchlight along it, and it looks like the horse is running. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy. And this is like 25,000 years ago people were doing this. You should really watch that documentary, Cave of Forgotten Dreams by Werner Herzog. I believe it's on YouTube in its entirety, or at least it was the last time I went looking for it. Really great doc. Super duper, like, humanizing of prehistoric man. You see how close to us they were. It's very easy, I think, sometimes to think of mankind as like separated by all of these oceans of time, and it must have been way different. And it was. I'm not saying it was exactly like it is now, but our dreams, our desires, our fears, our emotions, the types of things that we do to while away our time, what we think about the world, these are not new. These have been around since the very beginning. It's also on Prime if you got it. Yeah. Okay, cool. There you go. I don't have Prime, but who doesn't? I don't. I canceled my Prime 4 years ago now. 3 years ago. Something like that. Just because of how they were treating their workers and shit. I only use Amazon if I can't get something somewhere else now. I try and order direct from manufacturers and shit. These flies are gonna fucking get it, bro. I've had enough. Don't land on my fucking skin, you piece of shit. All right, come here. Come on. Let's do it now. Where are you at? Fuckers. Yeah, land on me again, fuckface. Come on, come on. Get with it, you pestering little shit. I got you. Is that a tennis racket? It's an electric fly killer racket. Okay? Clean up the dog poop and they go away. We do. I have a pooper scooper over there. We don't have tons of dinosaur poop out here. And that's just not true in the Central Valley. They don't go away. If there's water, because you water your shit, if there's lush vegetation, you're gonna have fucking flies all over everything, okay? I will sail the seas to get it for my documentary collection. Yeah, do it. Do it. You'll enjoy it. It's a beautiful documentary. I can't sit out here anymore, man. It's too fucking hot, swampy, I'm sweaty. I gotta go. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.